Morning YouTube, Mike here with another video. This is probably the fourth time I'm recording this one. I've had some issues with my camera this morning. I wanted to touch on a couple things. Today is Tuesday, it is 9:41. When I first started this video, I was heading to my first call, and I wanted to show you my process of calling people, but it didn't work out, sorry. I'll do it next time. My first job was a fridge install on an ice maker and a hinge. I got that job through warranty. They didn't want to cover it, and the guy is a landlord for his tenants, so he wanted to pay me directly to fix it, which I did. So I finished that job this morning. Now I was just leaving a Samsung washer. I put that on Instagram because I wanted to show guys how to put it in diagnostic mode. So if you're on my Instagram, you'll see it. Just a Samsung front loader washer. So I'll put it in diagnostic mode. That's the main thing I tell people. Every issue that you run into, that might be the first time you're looking up something for that problem you're encountering. So that's why I tell people, well, they ask me, where do you get this information from? I'm like, usually it's when I run into it. So if I don't run into the issue, I might not know what it is because I don't have the information on the unit, as far as the how to get into diagnostic mode, the tech sheet, any of that information. I don't have, on certain things, not every. Sometimes I have certain things for certain models. I do, keep books and literature and stuff like that. But I have so much of those, even in the house. Like I have a whole folder, a whole drawer dedicated to service manuals and tech sheets and stuff like that. It just gets, you can't keep everything with you all the time because you might not run into that unit, for a while. Who knows? But yeah, that's the thing. You have to keep on. Everything is out there on the internet. You just have to know what you're looking for or searching for. But anyway, I want to touch on a couple things people ask me. The first thing is I saw this question just posted like either last night or this morning, but it was a good question. He asked me, how do I look up parts in the field? Two ways usually. Either Marcone, which you guys know I have an account with. You get a you can look up pretty much every brand minus like Samsung, Kenmore. So I use Sears Parts Direct for those to look up. But when you're looking up Samsung parts on Sears, just make sure you have the proper version, or what they like to say, revision, and still verify with your parts distributor before you even order the part. That's one thing I'll say with Samsung, but everything else you're pretty much good to go on looking up. There's a lot of sites you can go to. There's Parts Store, or partstore.com. There's Encompass. There's a lot of places you can look up parts. So whatever works for you. You might have a distributor that has a website that you can look up parts as well. Whatever you need to get it done. But for the people that don't have any accounts, or Sears Parts Direct, you can pretty much look up anything and you can order directly from them. But you can look up the part at least. That's the main thing. Somebody else asked me a question on what if I just wanted to work on just certain things like washer dryers or dishwashers or whatever, not just being a full line technician, just being like specialty, I guess that's what you would call it. And it's kind of, I don't know, but I will say I'm pretty sure you can make a good living doing those. I'm not, like I said, I don't know. And for me personally, why I wouldn't do that is because my mindset is once I get one thing out that house, they're gonna call me back for everything. So all I need is one appliance to touch. Once I touch that appliance and do my magic on that and fix it, and they're gonna call me back for everything else. So that's what I feel like you leaving money on the table pretty much. But if that's what you do, that's what you advertise for. If you do sign up with warranty companies, you can let them know that's all you work on. But I don't know how much work you're gonna get throughout the week, or stuff like when you work on a lot of stuff, you have more opportunity to get more work, more jobs, so on and so on. So hopefully I answered that question the best way. I don't have experience with just doing certain things. Yeah, I might not work on microwaves or do seal system, but those are like minor things. I don't want to say minor because I mean microwaves built in, people pay money to get those fixed. So And if it's minor, like I'll work on them if I don't have to take them out over the range. A lot of times I will change the panels or switches or stuff like that, but I haven't took any yet just to go to do that. Another thing is, or another question somebody asked me was about my pricing, and like I said, they don't want to leave any money on the table. They want to make sure they're not undercharging themselves. And here's the thing: when I first started, I know for a fact that I was undercharging myself. It wasn't like, oh, I did it on accident or I didn't know. No, I knew I was undercharging on purpose. Only because I didn't. Nobody knew me. I didn't know. My business was brand new, and I wanted to get a couple reviews up. Get my reviews. So once people see that I'm established and I'm doing what I got to do, then that's when I started raising my prices. And my reviews and everything can speak for that. They justify those pricing. But then again, that's just the way I did it. If you start out the gate, and you want to get your pricing the way you want to get it, that's on you. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way to do it. This is the way I did it. And slowly I raised the prices, and now certain places I go, my service call might be $95, but usually I tend to stick to where $85 where I'm at or my local area. So like today, I have 6 jobs. Usually I do all my jobs. I get all of them on here, and I just scroll through the start of the day. She pretty much makes my route, and then I follow. Like, I started in Boynton, I just left Parkland, headed to Boca job now, which is my 3rd job. I have a Delray, then I have 2 in Loxahatchee. So if you know Palm Beach County, you kind of know how much. And I'll say Parkland is probably a part of Broward, but I mean, you know what I mean. If you know the area, that's the route I'm doing today. So you kind of get an idea how much I travel during the day. And that's only 6 jobs. So just to think, if I had more, usually if I had 2 more, they'd be in one of those areas. I always add. I don't do too much, or I don't go too far north if I'm going too far south. Like, if I wouldn't go to Jupiter today, I wouldn't go to Palm Beach Gardens today. It's just too far north. I would set them up for a day where I'm up in those areas, so you want to do it like that. Another thing was, I don't know, I try to make notes, on this, as much as I can. But yeah, back to going to the pricing thing. The Blue Book is a good way to see where you're at as far as what you're charging. That's where I did, because initially, like I said before, I was with a company and they taught me how their pricing was, and their pricing was, I want to say, either on par or a little more than Blue Book. Sometimes when I was at certain jobs, to me, I try to keep on par with it. I don't really go over it too much for people, but I try to stay at least on par with it. You have to know the area that you live in too, because I'm not going to charge the same amount for a dryer lit switch I would if I was living in New York than for down here. I always tell down here, minimum for me would be $150 labor on most jobs nowadays. Certain jobs on older appliances, or it depends on if I'm looking out, $100 is the minimum. So if it's a dryer and it needs a lit switch and they don't want to change the part, they just want it bypassed, I might charge them $110, $105, just to real quick, I'm in and out, so. But if they want the part, then I'll charge them the part with the markup, whatever the case may be, and we'll go like that. So it all depends on where you want to go and how and what you want to do, and what you want to charge, to make sure that you're making money to support your business, yourself, your lifestyle, whatever, So another thing too, somebody asked me about. I'm just trying to touch on everything. Kind of frustrated. It's my 4th time recording it, but I'll get all the information out that I need to get. He asked me about commercial appliance repair versus residential, and I had to tell him, like, it's whatever you want to do. Commercial, yes, you can make more money doing commercial appliance repair. The scale is different. Usually commercial appliances cost more money, so you're gonna make more money on that. I have a couple, well, just not a couple, like one friend that does commercial refrigeration. He does walk-in coolers. He does a lot of stuff for like Burger King and just certain stores and stuff like that. And that's what he likes to do. To me personally, from all the stuff he tells me, that he deals with, and that stuff I tell him that I deal with, he'd rather deal with what he deals with, and I'd rather deal with what I deal with. And that's just that. It's just personal preference, If you know residential, you can transition and work on commercial, and vice versa. Same thing. It's just on what you want to do. I was taught to me, all money's not meant to be made. Like, I won't change what I'm doing just to make more money. I love what I'm doing. I love to go out there and fix appliances. That's what I love to do in a residential, way. That's how commercials, I was just groomed residentially. That's how I started, and that's what I'm used to, so that's what I like to do. If there was a time where I needed to do commercial because I couldn't support my family, of course I do that, but fortunately I don't have to worry about that now. I like going place to place, dealing with regular people. I don't have to deal with going into a business full of people and stuff like that, which is not, like I said, it's to each his own, whatever you want to do. But there is no like, this is better, commercial's better than residential is better. It's all on what you want to do. It's like your own standpoint, your own viewpoint from it. Have I done some? Yeah, for people that I've known, I've done not all. I've done a couple like commercial fridges that either compressor wasn't started, needed a relay, or it needed it's leaking water, had a drain issue, something like that. I worked on a couple of commercial washers and dryers, but the commercial washers I did were like direct drive commercial washers, coin operated, and some of the dryers, which were industrial, commercial dryers, but not too much of those, more or less of the washers that I worked on. So, that's just is what it is. Pretty much, I'm happy that, and I'm blessed that I can do what I love in life and make money off of it. I'm not going out here chasing, I want to get, I'm at the point now where I'm getting work coming to me, they chasing me. I'm not chasing that. And that's the whole point where you want to get to. And that's why I said in another video, when it comes to COD, I wish like most of my calls, or I want to get to the point where all my calls are COD and I don't have to worry about warranty companies. But warranty companies are a great start to get your name out there so you can get the CODs. A lot of CODs I've gotten because of warranty work. That's just the reality of it. But you want to aim for that. You want to aim, but there's a starting point for everything. And pretty much it's just like all the information that I share with people about warranty work and what I do for them and the ups and downs on it. You just get an idea of what to expect. It's, you gotta wait for your money. That's the main thing. You're not getting your money in your pockets. And just like I did this job for the guy this morning because it got denied, but I got paid, the same day for pretty much. And yes, I did my labor on that. I made on that. The total job was $220. I think it's $220. I don't know. It's like $220 some change. The parts cost me $60 for the ice maker and the hinge. So that's what I made on the job, and that's kind of like what I do. What I want to. And I mean, yeah, it's less than an hour. It's less than a half hour, really, but that's just that's what you get paid for. You get paid for experience. You get paid to do it. Because I've done so much ice maker replacements and hinge replacements. It's like in and out, really, So, and that was top and bottom Whirlpool fridge. If it was a French door or even side by side, I would have charged a little bit more. That's just what it is. But it worked out. It worked out like that, where I can get that money today and not have to wait for it. Is it a problem me waiting for my money? No, because the way I set things up, I'm not. This is what my boss used to say. He's like, we ain't running on insufficient funds. So I was like, I'm not running on, I have money put up, I have things, so I don't have a problem waiting for my money. And that's what I try to stress with people. You want to run your business, where you're not hurting, or you can get certain things, or if something happens to my van, I have money put up to where I can fix it and not be, oh my gosh, it's just, I don't know what to do, blah, blah. When I first started, I had that happen to me one time. Luckily, I was able to fix my own issue, but it was, I'll never let that happen again. That's what made me quickly get another van. So yeah, I didn't want to make it too long today. Hopefully I answered most of the questions, but I really want to stress, if you want to really make it out here, all the information is online in YouTube. And one thing I was taught, and one thing I do know, is that if you want to do something, you'll get it done. I've lost so many friends due to the fact that sharing information. If I don't have any problem sharing any information. With what warranty companies I work for, how much I charge. Some guys don't want to share that information. I don't know why. It's not going to affect me in any way, me telling anybody, because I'm still going to get work. I'm still going to do good work. And, I'm still going to be maintaining out here. That's the main thing. So, me helping guys out, give them information is no problem to me, because I feel like that's karma. I put good karma out, I'll get good karma back. That goes into me getting more work. I do good work, I'll get work, good quality work, pretty much. People paying for the repairs, and that's what's been going on. You got to put good vibes out into the universe. Energy. I believe in that. I believe in you give good energy, you receive good energy. And everybody who's asked me questions about who I work for, how much I charge, what insurance I got, I answer everything. I mean, it's not like I'm telling you guys how much I'm making a week, or which sometimes I'll make 2, sometimes I'll make 25, sometimes I'll make 15. Those are slow weeks. So it's not like like I said, I don't have any problem sharing information. Back when I was younger, I've known a lot of guys that I'm not even friends with anymore because of that type of situation. Some people have different abilities. Me, I know my ability. I'm a visual learner. Once I see something, I can do it. Simple for me. Like it doesn't take me much. So I've had friends where they'll do something, or they're dedicated to something. They'll show me, I'll do it, get good at it, or better than them, and they'll get mad at me. And I'm like, I'm not. When it comes to financing, bookkeeping, all that, I am oblivious when it comes to that, and that's why I'm trying to learn more. And all I can do is, when I see people that have their stuff together like that, it's like, man, I gotta get mine. When I was in my 20s and I saw people that I went to school with starting businesses or becoming successful, I wasn't upset or mad. All I was like, my time is coming. I have to just do what I gotta do to get it done. And that's the thing. People's success should motivate you to be successful yourself. You shouldn't be upset or mad or anything like that. And that's why I don't mind helping guys and helping you do what you got to do to make it work. But my time is almost up on this video. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for all the subscribers and the good comments. Later.